brother, what the soldier was bringing out was pretty heavy.
Right.
This is some information you're not going to get nowhere else on the planet. Only people going to teach it are the people of God. We're going to teach you who you are. Brother, you pay attention? Brother, don't pay attention. Pay attention up here. Did the brother explain what your nationality is? Do you understand who you are on this sign? Come close. I ain't gonna bite you. What's your name? Shah. I'm Zakai. So is Zakai. So is Zakai. All right. So you from the tribe of Judah, right? All right. So your father, is he so-called African American? Your father, yeah. Numbers 118. He's so-called. Okay. This is how we know you from the tribe of Judah. All right. Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. All right. What we're going to show you is how we go by the lineage according to God. Read what you got.
Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Read. And
they declared their pedigree.
Pedigree. Now, when you think of pedigree, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Dogs, right? But one definition is a lineage of people. Okay, that's another definition of pedigree. Read.
After their families.
How?
By the house of their fathers.
So if your father is a so-called African American, you are from the tribe of Judah of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
What are we doing out here? We're teaching our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that you are the people of the Bible. You are the real Jews of the Bible.
That's right.
You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Bring it out.
Now, brother, you understand that Deuteronomy 7:6. I want you to really grasp what this book is saying about you and your people, all right? We're special people, all right? We're not like everybody else on this planet, all right? Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
All right, listen close.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate, all right? We're separate people. We're not like everybody else. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Chosen you, all right? So he picked you, your people, out of all people on the planet. He picked your people. You're not going to hear this in church. They're not going to teach you this in school. Read.
To be a special people.
A special people, all right? When you're watching news and a special report comes on, what does that mean? This report is different than all the other reports. They might interrupt what you're watching to give you this special report. That means it's different. It's a better report. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. So we're a special people to God. Sister, you listening? Hey, come around close. We ain't gonna bite you. You need to hear this too. This is about your people. Read.
Above all people.
What?
Above all people.
Above all people. Our people are supposed to be above all people. But right now, that's not what's going on. Brother read the curses earlier, right? We're supposed to be above all people. We're supposed to be up in them high buildings looking down on everybody else. But what happened? Everything got flipped. Why? Because we broke the commandments of God. All right? Read that again.
Above all people.
Where?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That means everybody on the planet. We're supposed to be above everybody. But where are we now? We're at the bottom. All right, sister, come over here. Let me ask you a question. All right, do you see yourself on this sign? Do you see who your father is, his nationality? Let me ask you a question. Do you know your nationality? What do you call yourself?
African American.
African American, okay. That's two continents, Africa and America, all right? What language does an African American speak?
Yeah, English.
English, here, English, right?
Yes.
Okay, so English, okay, that came from England, right? People from England, they speak English, right? People from Spain, they speak Spanish, right? People from China, they speak Chinese. They're all here in America, right? They all have the language that their own people speak.
Right.
But what language does African Americans speak? What customs do they have? What kind of clothes they wear? What kind of food they eat? All right, I'm gonna tell you what happened, because it's not by coincidence that I can ask 10 so-called African Americans what their nationality is, what nation of people they come from, and they don't know. You get 10 different answers, right?
Yes.
Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Because something special happened to us. Something different happened to our people. Read.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
Shall what?
Shall discontinue.
That means cut off, disconnected. From what?
From thine heritage.
What's your heritage? What kind of food did you eat? What kind of clothes did you wear? How did we get here? We got here on slave ships, right? When we hear black history, why don't they ever tell us about what happened before slavery?
Right.
Why do they only give us Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, they make Mother's Day, Easter. They give you all these different holidays and culture, but they never tell you about what happened before we came over here. Do you know anything about who we were before we got here? Do you, brother? Read that again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So the Most High gave us a heritage, all right? He gave us customs. He gave us clothes to wear, what foods to eat, how to live, how to treat each other. But we got disconnected from that. So we've been taking all over the world, wherever we went, we took on the customs of wherever we went. Right. Now let me ask you a question. Speaking of customs, did you celebrate Mother's Day this past Sunday?
I'm in prison, I don't celebrate.
You did, but before you went to prison, did you celebrate Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Did you get your mother balloons, roses, flowers, all that? To show that you love her?
Yeah.
Okay. Colossians 2:8. Because what we don't know about Mother's Day, that's another custom. Do you know where that custom started? It started in Rome, Greek. You look up Mother's Day on the phone and it'll show you the origins of Mother's Day. That wasn't one of our customs that we was discontinued from. That's the custom of the people that have us captive here. They gave us that. Read what you got.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you.
So beware lest anybody take advantage of you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. How? Read.
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
Philosophy and vain deceit. All right.
After the tradition of men.
After the what?
After the tradition of men.
What was Mother's Day?
After the rudiments of the world. Sorry, after the traditions of men.
All right, so that was a tradition that came from the Greeks and the Romans. Since we were carried captive by them, we were given their culture, their inheritance. They made you a dark-skinned version of them. Right. All right, so now do you understand who you are according to the Bible? Because Judah is a tribe. So-called African Americans today, they come from the tribe of Judah, of the nation of Israel. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 3.
Come on.
But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandments of God?
The Most High is asking a question. Why are you always breaking God's laws? Because one of our laws, as part of our culture, our heritage, we had laws that we followed. One of our laws, main laws, was not putting another God before him. Right. You celebrate Mother's Day, you celebrating another God. You celebrating a Greek God, Zeus's mother. Did you know that's where that came from? The goddess Rhea? You didn't know that, did you? No. Of course they're not going to tell you that. Why? Because they're making all kind of money off of it. Read that again.
Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition?
So, Most High is asking, why are you breaking his laws with other people's traditions? What we have to do now, we have to repent. We have to come back to who we are. We have to start following our cultures now, our heritage, our commandments, okay, which is given to us from God. All right, Corinthians 3:16. Now, brother, now, one of our commandments, sister, don't go nowhere, don't go nowhere. I got a couple of commandments. We're going to bring out some commandments now, all right? Are y'all interested in coming back to who you are now that you know? Or do you want to keep living a lie? You want to keep living under the slave master? The same people that brought us over here like this, packed 200-300 in the ship, all right, for months at a time, starved us, raped our women, raped our men, even raped our kids, okay, on the way over here. Most of us died. The conditions are so bad that we rather jump off the ship into the ocean just to get away from these conditions. Now, they gave us holidays to follow, like Mother's Day. Now, are you going to keep celebrating that now that you know that's a law we shouldn't? Now that you know God said we shouldn't do it, you don't know? You don't know?
I've been doing it all my life, so.
You've been doing it all your life? Okay.
Yeah, my mother celebrated.
Romans 12:2. Okay, so you've been doing it all your life. And most of us have. Most of us we all been lied to. Right. But this is what God says. Okay, now that you know the truth, read what you got.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 2.
Come on.
And be not conformed to this world.
Now, don't be conformed to this world, this society. This is a society where you look on the news, you might see your cousin, you might see your uncle. Read again.
But be not conformed to this world.
In this world, we at the bottom. We got nothing. All right? We live in the worst parts of the city. Right. We live in the worst neighborhoods. We always going to other people for jobs. We don't own a damn thing in our neighborhood. Right. Our businesses are owned by who? Japanese, Chinese, Arabs. Where's our business? We don't even own a lemonade stand in our own business. Read again.
And be not conformed to this world.
Read.
But be ye transformed.
What's transform mean? You seen the movie Transformers, right? Transformers? What do? They transform into another object, something different, completely different. That's what God's saying. We have to be transformed. How?
By the renewing of your mind.
So we have to change our minds. We have to change the way we think. Because if we can't change the way we think, we're going to be stuck.
That's right.
2 Corinthians 3:16. Now, brother, 1 Corinthians 3:16. Thank you. All right, now, brother, one of our laws is that this is an easy law. We ain't supposed to harm ourselves because the Spirit of God is within us. Right. Special people. Read what you got, officer.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Now, did you know that? Did you know your body is the temple of God? Did you know that, sister?
Yeah.
Did you know that, sister? Did you know your body is the temple of God? Did you know your body is the temple of God?
Oh yeah, all the time, every time.
All right.
All day, every day.
Keep reading.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
It's like we brought out. The Spirit of God is within you. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man or any woman, read that again, I'm sorry.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man or a woman defile the temple of God. How do you defile the temple of God? By smoking cigarettes, by smoking weed, excessive drinking. Read.
Him shall God destroy.
What's he gonna do?
Him shall God destroy.
So make sure you don't defile your temple, all right? That cigarettes, you already know. Hey, that's okay. Titus 3 and 3. Okay? Titus 3 and 3. Because at one point, we got people here who used to smoke. We have people that used to smoke weed, smoke cigarettes. You know, I used to smoke cigarettes. Ain't no secret. Read what you got, officer.
Titus chapter 3 and verse 3.
This is what Paul's saying.
For we ourselves were sometimes foolish.
So all of us up here was foolish, all right? We was doing things because we didn't know. Right. You know, we used to rob people's houses. We used to smoke cigarettes. We used to shoot at people. You know, we used to do everything because we was foolish. We didn't have the knowledge. We got discontinued from our heritage. Read it again.
For we ourselves were sometimes foolish. Disobedient.
Disobedient. So when we heard God's words, at first, you know, a lot of us didn't change. It took some time for us to change. Repentance is a process. Read.
Deceived. Serving diverse lusts and pleasures.
So whatever was our pleasure, like smoking cigarettes. You know, you get that little buzz first thing in the morning. You got that urge for a cigarette. I had that too. You want to smoke weed, so what? You want to get that feeling, that high feeling, right? So when you're watching a movie or doing something else, you know, you're in a whole different zone, right? Hey, we all know that. We all used to do that. But we read the Word of God. That's what changes right there.
That's right.
You get high off these words right here. Get you a natural high. Read that again.
That's right.
For we ourselves were sometimes foolish. Disobedient. Deceived. Serving diverse lusts and pleasures. Living in malice and envy.
Malice and envy.
Hateful.
Hateful. So that malice, envy, and hateful go together. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to the club, you see another sister with the same outfit you got on. You know, she ain't did nothing to you. She's wearing the same thing you got. But you hate her, right? Because she went, oh, why she gotta look like that? Why she gotta have on the same thing I got on? Just no reason. Just hating each other for nothing. You, brother, you pull up in a car, you look next to the next car, you look at a brother in the face too long, what's gonna happen? What you looking at? Somebody might get shot, right? We all used to, you know, we used to be in that world. But what we doing now is transforming our minds. We change the way we're thinking. So we get our people out of this condition. Once we change our mind, everything else is gonna change for us. Read.
And hating one another.
And doing what?
And hating one another.
Black on black crime. That's why Black Lives Matter is a joke. That's why it's a damn joke. Everybody looking at us laughing. Why you gotta have a movement called Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter don't even matter to our own people.
That's right.
We see each other, killing each other every day. You got a person get shot right over here, not too long ago. Read it again.
For we ourselves were also sometimes foolish.
All right, so Deuteronomy 22:5. So now that we know you are the people of God, sister. You see yourself on the sign? What's your nationality? What nation of people? No, what nation of people you come from? Not your religion. What nation of people do your people come from? Africa? Africa's a big country. What country in Africa? What country in Africa? What language did your people? You still got people over there that you call every now and then? We got disconnected, according to Jeremiah 17:4. We got disconnected from our heritage. So we don't know where we came from. All we know is slavery. That's the only thing we've been taught. Okay. Now that we know who we are, you know that you're from the tribe of Judah, right? We're gonna read the law because we talked about our culture, our heritage being cut off. Now we're coming back. You ready to hear it? You ready? Ready? All right, read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Now this is a law that was given specifically for our women, because we had dietary laws with food to eat, civil laws, we had laws, sacrificial laws, which is done away with under Christ, but we had all kind of laws that teach us how to live, how to act, how to treat each other, so that we can live longer. Read.
The woman.
Now this law is for the woman. This law is for the woman. Sister, you got a minute? All right, go ahead, read what you got.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now, if I had a cut-off shirt up here showing my stomach, and I had a long dress on, something be wrong with that picture, right? If you turn around and you see that brother right there, you know, he had a long dress, you think something wrong, right? But they slowly starting to make our men do that. You see Kanye West, you know what I'm talking about, right? All right, now, read the top of that.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So this is a law. This is a law that was given to the women of our people, the same people, the women of the tribes of Judah, of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the tribes. Right. Now, what does a woman wear that pertains to a man? You know what a man can wear that pertains to a woman, like a dress. What does a man wear or a woman wear that pertains to a man? Pants. All right. All praise. All praise. So now that you hear this law, next time we see you, are you gonna have a dress on? No, why not?
Because I can't work in the dress.
Okay. Now, we understand that some our people, we're in captivity right now, okay? We got another nation people. You work in the medical field?
No, I work in market board.
Oh, okay, doctor. Okay. So, let me ask you a question. Have you asked if you can wear a dress to work?
I can't wear a dress.
Okay.
I'm in a TC, I can't wear a dress.
All right, I understood. Now, let me ask you a question. If you gotta provide for your own, you gotta work, okay. Ain't nothing we can really do. But this is a law that will break it. So that's why our grace and mercy comes in. What you gotta do now, what do you have to do now? What do you think you have to do if you want to keep God's laws? Because what's more important, the people you work for or God? What's more important to you?
God is more important to me.
Okay. All right. So now that you know God's more important, you might be stuck at your job now, right?
Yeah.
And if you ask them, they say you can't wear a dress. There's nothing you can really do but find another job. That takes time. But when you're not working, are you gonna wear a dress? Now that you heard this law?
Still, I'm not in the TC yet.
If you're not at work.
No, TC.
What's the TC?
A transition. It's like a halfway house.
Okay, so wherever you are, if there's rules, we're supposed to obey the rules of the land. All right, so right now we're in the land of our captivity, okay? A lot of us don't know it. We think we're free because we don't have yokes or irons on our neck anymore. But trust me, we are in the land of our captivity. And what God tells us to do is to obey the rules, okay, of our captivity. Read what you got.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto higher powers. For there is no power but of God.
You hear that? There's no power but of God. So the power of God is bringing you back to who you are. So now, if you're not in the halfway home, if you're not working, or you're not in an environment where you absolutely cannot wear a dress, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna have on?
So I can't wear a dress?
If you're not in the area where you can't, where you're prohibited from wearing a dress, then what are you gonna do?
I wear a dress.
All praises, all praises. That's repentance right there. That's repentance. All right. Now, there's a few more laws now. There's a lot more laws. It's a process. Repentance is a process. Now, brother, we got a law for you too. Actually, this law applies to both of you guys. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Now, what we're doing now is we're prophesying, okay? We're bringing you the words of Christ, okay? We're bringing you prophecy. We're telling you about what happened in the past, what came to pass. This is the spirit of prophecy, okay? Let's see what the Bible says about prophecy. Read what you got.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Now, the head of every man is Christ. That means it's a God-fearing man we're talking about. We're not talking about a pimp. We're not talking about a dope dealer. We're talking about a God-fearing man. What we're talking about now is order. Most High set up an order. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Say what?
And the head of the woman is the man.
How do you feel about that? The man being the head of the household, taking care of business.
I know that.
You okay with that? All praise to the Most High. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And now, like we were saying, we're not just talking about any man, we're talking about a God-fearing man. One that listens to his word, is going to order his household, his family, according to God's word. You go outside of that, this don't apply to you, because you're being rebellion, and you're in rebellion at that point. Alright? So, you're not going to be under a man that's going to pimp you out, or you say it's going to break these laws. So this is the order that God gave us that we got disconnected from. We got to come back to. Read it, keep reading.
Every man praying or prophesying.
Every man praying and prophesying. So right now you listen to the words in this book come out. Okay? You're in the spirit of prophecy. Read.
Having his head covered.
What does that mean?
Having your head covered.
Read again. Every man.
Every man praying or prophesying.
That's us. That's what we're doing right now. Read.
Having his head covered.
Keep reading.
Dishonoreth his head.
So bring dishonor, bring shame. That's a bad thing. So we're in the spirit of prophecy. You got your head covered. Then that's you're dishonoring your head. So what should you do while this is coming out? While you're standing in front of us?
I don't know.
While you're standing in front of the words out. Read it again. Read it again.
Every man praying or prophesying. Having his head covered.
Having his head covered.
Dishonoreth his head.
So you got a baseball cap, construction hat, whatever you got on. If the words coming out, and you dishonoring your head, which is Christ.
But they mean the people who's speaking though.
Say what?
They mean by the people who's speaking,
no,
right?
No, let's go to Revelation.
Oh, because he say every man praying or prophesying.
Okay. Well, we're gonna bring that.
I'm just receiving the word right now.
We're gonna come back to you, bro. All right. Let's see if this gives you an understanding. Because she brought out a good point. The woman's supposed to cover her head. That means she ahead of you. You're supposed to be teaching her. The men's supposed to be teaching. All right. We gotta get ourselves in order. We gotta teach our women. We gotta teach our kids. We gotta bring our nation back together. Right now, it's impossible to be right.
It's kind of trickery, but yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 5.
Alright.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth.
So this, okay, so we're talking about the man covering his head. Now we're going into the woman. Read.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered.
Uncovered. So right now she doesn't have anything on her head. That's why you see a lot of our righteous sisters with headscarves on. Right. Because they're covering their head. They're showing respect to her man. So a man should be showing respect to Christ, which is his head. I'm sorry. Read.
Dishonoreth her head.
So next time you come out in front of brothers reading scriptures, I mean, you didn't know now, but make sure your head is covered. I mean, it can even be a baseball cap if you don't have anything else. But you're showing honor, you know, because the opposite of honor is dishonor. So if you don't have it covered, it's dishonor. All right? We're going to get you right, because repentance is what? It's a process. Right. All right? So, brother, now that cleared up a little bit for you?
I feel it, but I think those things is like, I'm here listening though, you feel what I'm saying?
This,
like, so don't, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't feel like,
I got you. You feel? Hey, and that's why people do. A lot of people, they see us out here yelling. What are these people out here doing? Just yelling at the top of their voice, reading the Bible scriptures. Are they part of Christian church or something? No. Read what you got.
James chapter 1 and verse 22.
This is James said. Come on.
But be ye doers of the word.
Be what?
But be ye doers of the word.
Read.
And not hearers only.
So, what's that mean? So you got to do what's come out of the Bible. If you're serious about repenting, if you're serious about bringing your nation back, if you're serious about God, I mean, it's a simple thing to take your hat off like our word. I mean, so what if you didn't brush your hair this morning?
No, I just wear hats like, that's my little trend. Like I've been, you know what I mean? I've been wearing them so long, bro.
So you say so bro said that's just a trend, okay? It's just a thing that you do. I understand, but we just talked about coming out of this world. Alright? Because this world, how's our people, how's the black man treated in this world? How's the Latino man treated in this world? Okay, so we're coming out of this world, okay? We're renewing our minds. We're changing the way we think, right? That's right. Read what you got.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 3. But he answered and said unto them,
this is Christ speaking.
Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition?
Now the commandment of God was what? To remove your hat, to show honor to Christ. Okay, so Most High is asking a question one more time. I want this to sink in. You said you listening, right?
Why transgressing the word of God by following traditions?
What'd you say that was?
A trend.
It's a trend, tradition, same thing. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Come on.
Bring it on! Because the word of God make a decision.
Yeah.
So, man, it's gonna come down to, I believe, am I serious? I mean, you got the sister urging you to take your hat off. I mean, that's just how all praise. All praise. You don't have to throw the book at it. All right, 1 Kings 8:46. 1 Kings 8:46. All right, now I see. Now I can work with you. I see you serious about repenting. All praises to the Most High. We got more laws, but repentance is a process. All right, what you just did, you know, that was honorable. It's very honorable. You know, you about to learn more than most people you see walking around out here because you have that humble spirit. Now, this is what we have to do as a people. This is what the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American has to do to come back to God, to rebuild our nation, to come off of the bottom. Read what you got.
1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 46.
Come on.
If they sin against thee.
Who is the they? The Israelites, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We talking to you. That's right, brother. We talking to you. Read.
For there is no man that sinneth not.
Because we all sin. We just talked about that in Titus 3 and 3. Okay, we was all foolish. We all used to sin. Read.
And thou be angry with them.
So the Most High, was he not angry with us? This is what happens when the Most High gets angry with us. We go into slavery.
Right.
We got chains on our necks. The iron was so strong, the slave master had the only key. So if he put the iron around you and he didn't unlock it, you're going to die with that iron around your neck.
Right.
Read it again.
If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not. And thou be angry with them.
What happens?
And deliver them to the enemy.
Well, we not delivered over here in cargo slave ships, 200 to 300 at a time, back and forth. Did 90 million of us die on the way over here? Most High ain't playing no games with us.
Right.
Come on, man, read.
So that they carried them away captives unto the land of the enemy.
To the land of our enemies. Would a friend put you in chains?
Get out.
Would a friend rape your wife? Chain you up at the bottom of a ship? Would your friend rape your children, sell your children to a pedophile on the other side of the country? Would a friend do that? Then we're in the land of our enemies.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Far or near.
Far or near. Because according to the curses, we spread all over the world. 4 corners of the world. We spread out. Read.
Yet, if they shall bethink themselves.
However, if we remember who we are, just like we talked about earlier, renewing our minds, all right, changing the way we think, okay? Saying to hell with wearing tight pants, you know what I'm saying? To hell with what somebody think about me taking my hat off. I'm in the spirit of prophecy. This message is important.
Right.
In the land, whether they were carried captive.
So, one of the places we would carry it was right here. Okay, that's backed up in every history book you can find. Right now, they're trying to take it out of schools so your kids won't learn this no more.
Right. That's right.
But that's what we're here for. The Israelites are going to tell you who you are according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
And repent.
And do what?
And repent.
And that's what we saw today. Sister said she's going to start wearing dresses. Brother took his hat off. All right? You out here humbly listening to the word. So you're serious about repentance.
Right.
You're doing the word, not just hearing. Read.
And make supplication unto thee.
That's a verbal supplication. You got to say that with your chest. You got to let the Most High know, okay, I'm sorry for kicking in doors. I'm sorry for robbing my brother. I'm sorry for shooting at my brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to repent for that. Read.
In the land of them that carried them captive.
So right here in North America, one of the lands we was carried captive. Read.
Say, we have said.
We have did what?
We have said.
Brother with a hat. Do you know what sin is? Well, what is sin?
It's anything that's not like God. He detests it. Sin.
Okay, that's the abomination.
It's going to take you to hell.
Okay, all right. We're going to talk more about that. We're going to tell you exactly what it is. Because this is what they don't do in Christian church. You can't walk up to the preacher and say, I got a problem with this. I need better understanding on that. I need to know more about this. You're going to get thrown out, especially not in the middle of his sermon. Does he ever stop and say, well, we're going to stop the sermon and take questions? No, they're not going to do that.
This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
This is going to explain exactly what sin is according to the Bible. Because if you're not getting God's word from the Bible, where's the understanding that you're getting? Your slave masters, your former slave masters. Read.
Whosoever committeth sin.
So anybody that sins, read.
Transgressive also the law.
That means breaks the law.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.